Good day, my friends. This is going to be a rather truncated show, so listen carefully. I've got a lot to do today, and unfortunately, I will have to truncate and cut short a certain aspect of this. First and foremost, I did a video this morning where I had to do it. It's called How to Get a Killer Vocabulary in 3 Days. I had to use terms that I think were rather pedantic and pedestrian and something that would get people's attention, because I cannot believe, and I frankly cannot take anymore what I'm hearing, just in terms of people that I know who are seemingly educated, seemingly sentient, seemingly witted, who speak like 12-year-olds, at best, maybe even less. And I did it. It's very simple. And I have 3 particular rules, which I explain in great detail. Number 1, you have to look up the word. You have to look up the word. You have to go through the process of actually opening up a dictionary and looking up the word, getting the spelling, processing as much as possible, having a word hit your head as soon as possible, as to break through this blood-brain barrier. I'm changing this. This is so important. This is so easy. And I think we are becoming more and more how's this? Vocabulary building made excruciatingly easy. I like that. I like that sound. There's this blood-brain barrier that apparently we have to traverse somehow. I guess. I'm not really sure how, but we have to do it. We have to go through this. And one of the rules is that you have to do something where you have to see a word. So see it. Look it up. Look it up. Take your phone. Actually, take your phone. Have dictionary.com or something and look up a word. Look it up. Look it up. Do it. I can't believe the number of people who still say, who's what is that word? Could you use that word? What does that mean? Or you'll joke about what the word means or what it sounds like. Look it up. Number 2, you have to say it in a sentence at least one time during the day. You have to say it. You have to enunciate it. You have to put it into words. You have to say it so that you, in your words, you have to say it so the brain makes more of a connection. Oh, that's it. Because just by glancing over it, it doesn't work. You have to say it. Use it in a sentence once, twice, whatever it is. And the 3rd rule is very, very simple. You have to make sure that you utilize some type of word a day program or something that forces you, something that will, some tutorial. It doesn't matter. You're not going to remember every word, but you have to begin this now, because you cannot sound like a 12-year-old for the rest of your life. You can't do this. You will find yourself in the position of being able to appreciate so much. And I put this link up. Send it to people. Send it to your friends. It's very simple. In 3 days, it'll change your life. You'll start doing it. It'll be something, it'll be a pattern for the rest of your life. You will never change. And you can't communicate. You can't go through what is happening right now when you speak like a 12-year-old. You can't. This is one of the reasons why I think I'm having such a difficult time watching a lot of news shows, and I don't, is because people speak in such a kind of a minimalistic way that they're not only are their words minimalistic, but their ideas are as well. There's nothing complex to them, and I can't say this. This is why I think, Tucker, to his credit, and others, at least he's trying something. And that's why I have to go back and look at old Gore Vidal videos and listen to people and listen to lectures and just listen to somebody speak in a way that is so different. So different. So, I don't know. So uncontemporary, if that makes any sense. I mean it. It's really bad. I mean, it's bad right now. And not only that, what is happening in the world is so complicated, you're not even remotely hitting it. There's too much going on right now. There's too much, especially those people who find themselves in the position of thinking that they are politically sentient when in fact they aren't. It's really something. I mean, I can't explain this one enough to you, but it's really, we are kind of confusing ourselves into thinking that we know what's going on by virtue of the fact that we're kind of hubristic and we talk like this and we no. I'm not saying the end is nigh or anything like that. What I am saying is that we need to really kick it up a notch, to use the Emerald term, in terms of your ability to grasp what is happening. And I'm not seeing that. I mean that. It's very, 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 very disconcerting and very, very disheartening. And I don't know what it is. And I will never understand why people are so reluctant to understand and speak their own language better. Keep your patois, keep your dialect, keep your idioms, keep your regionalism, keep everything. Don't change a word. Don't eliminate anything, but add to it, supplement to it. I don't know how I get on these short kind of these programs, but I thought to myself, oh my God. I was hit with every, I don't know, and I guess maybe it's just that maybe I'm just in the wrong rotations, but this is cavalcade, these parades of cretinism, Boeotians, one after another, talking about things that are, look, let me explain something. Speaking of vocabulary, please do not use profanity as a substitution for wit. It's an important concept. You can emphasize, you can clarify, you can really make something sound important, but do not substitute it for a thought over and over and over and over and over. You haven't invented the word. You're killing it. It's turning into your or awesome or like or whatever other words that you use that are just overdone. Grinding this hamburger helper like I was so like, and I like. You started off with like. How do you start off with like? Like what? You can't start a sentence with like. Like, actually, like should be as, but you don't even know what you're doing. It's interstitial connective tissue. It's like this weird sinew that you're just connecting words with. What are you saying? You're almost 40 years old. What are you talking like this for? You're a child. Don't speak like that. Speak clearly. I don't know what you're saying. What is happening here? And here's what you can do. This is the best part. Maybe you can fool people. If you at least know a couple of really well-placed words, just a couple, if you know just a few, maybe, just maybe, every now and then, you'll drop one in and somebody will say, hey, there is a glimmer of hope. This person may know something. That's good. That was good. That's right. That's right. Think of it as a tattoo. Think of it as something else that you can do to adorn yourself, to show the world that you're a hipster, that you're conspicuously hip, that you're a member of the cognoscenti. Look at you. Look, I use this word, I'm somebody, because I got news for you. It is really, really bad. We're becoming more and more marginalized. I just want you to spend any particular time going through a Civil War love letters or something, and just look what they did during the Civil War. It's incredible. It's incredible what they did. It's incredible. You say, wow, they spoke. I don't understand this. What is happening here? What is happening? And it's more, and what's really sad, what's really, 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 this is terrible. You ready for this? Whenever somebody talks to speak to somebody, anybody, MOS, man on the street, Fox Pop, as they say, anything on the street, whether it's could be a derailment, could be an accident, could be anything, even out on the street saying hello to the people who are visiting the particular morning show. When you get to hear people in their own unobstructed, edited, unexpurgated world speak, you think, oh my God. OMG indeed. And by the way, that's not an acronym. It's an initial. It's an abbreviation. Then you realize, oh boy. Oh boy, 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 boy. Boy, this is not good. It's over and over and over and over and over. And it's part of everything. And trying to get people, look, I'm not trying to convince them, but I'm trying to get you. And you can do it because you've shown at least an indication, an inclination to maybe want to know things that maybe other people don't or think differently. And one of the things which I beg you to do is, and you can do it, is just up your vocabulary. Just a moment. And there are so many ways to do it online, and it's free. It's so simple. You can do games. You can do but you have to do the 3 words. The 3 rules, rather. Look it up. 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 Go through that process. More process. Number 2, pronounce it. Say it out loud. Use it in a sentence. Use it. Somehow pick up the phone. Call somebody. Type it. Text it. Whatever you have to say it. You can't just look at it. It's got to hit that blood-brain barrier. You got to say it. And it cements and connects because you'll remember saying it. You'll remember that. And 3rd, keep it up. 3 days, you'll change your life forever. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. I can't say it enough. Yesterday, I'm still trying to figure out, I can't believe this one. I went out and I was just looking at people eating. And a very nice place, eating, you know. And oh my God. Forget what they were eating. I don't care about that. It looked as though somebody said, here, what is this? It's a fork. That's right, stab it, kill it. Or this. I like this. It's kind of like a, Pablo Casals or your, it's this. It's you're playing this. Or this one I like this. What happened? Where did this go? I'm the only one who cares about it. The only one. I recognize it. And I'm not even going to go into detail about that. But let me tell you something. You may just be in the position where you're out trying to make a business deal. Yep, they're going to have a couple of those. And you're going to be somewhere and somebody's going to say, you know what? You might be meeting the parents of somebody who wants to marry your kid. Or you might want to maybe get something. And you're going to be out there and you're going to say, George, I appreciate meeting with you. Thank you so much. And it's going to be great. I think this project is going to work great. Anyway, let's dig in. And right off the bat, you're saying, look at me, I'm a cretin. Now, of course, George probably the same way. I don't know where this came from. I don't know where this goes. I live in a city right now that's universal. And I see, not universal, but international. And I can see people. And I can say, European, American, European. By this. By just this. By the fork. That's it. Finger here, fork. That's it. Beautiful manners. Beautiful etiquette. Beautiful. And by the way, last night, I'm so good at seeing, I will watch any movie and I never stop. I never lose interest, except for one. I even lost interest in the name of this thing. It was so god-awful. So monumentally horrible. And everybody's just raving over it because they don't have any, it's called the, the Banshees of Inisherin. 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 I'm not saying it right. The Banshees. And it is, of course, a bunch of people, Americans, thinking that the Irish are like this. Let me, if I could, give you the movie, okay? This is Colin Farrell and I think Brendan Gleeson, right? Is that it, Brendan Gleeson? Yeah, right. Podrick. Okay. Hey, you having a row there? Don't sit here with me. What's the matter with you? Podrick, what's the matter with you? I'm not having a row. I'm not rowing with him. That's one at the pub. If you're having a pub, I'm not going to sit down with you. Why aren't you going to sit down with me? You're having a row. I'm not having a row with him. I'm not having a row. How can I have a row with him? How can I be wrong with him? I'm not sitting there having a pint at the pub. I'm not having a pint at the pub. You're rowing with him. I'm not rowing with him. He won't talk to me. For Christ's sake, what about Jesus? I can't do it. Now, I can take you to some places if you want. If you want to hear that, we used to have Irish pubs, and I used to hear this. This was it. This is going to get me. I thought, I must be missing something. You know, I went to the John, came back. I'll tell you what, about a row with you. Okay, your man there's coming in there. He has about attitude. And if they're drinking this one, there, he's not the man. He's not having the one that's there. He's having the one with a row. I'm not having a row with you. Oh, my God. I don't fit in this place anymore. I don't. I used to. I used to fit in. I used to fit in just fine. I was a welcome member. Now I look around thinking, oh my God. They've changed the rules. Who are these people? What's going on? Who's in charge? Why are they saying this? Why are they saying it? The Banshee? Your man? Dear God. All right, my friends. Listen, sorry to do this, but I got stuff to do. Got a big, big day here. Loads of things. You have a great and glorious day. Thank you so much for watching this. I always ask that you please read. I have a list in the description here of all of our sponsors. Please sponsor them. Please follow us. You have a great day. Do this one thing for you, just for nothing else. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care about how you hold a fork. I don't care about your cutlery skills. I don't care about movie habits. But you will thank me. Just try yourself to say, I learned one word today. It's a word I've never used, a word I'm not, but I did what you said. I looked it up. I used it in a sentence, and you know what? I remember it, and I thank you. And I used it, and they looked at me funny, like, oh. And that's half the battle, too. Because after all, duplicity and camouflage, that's what it's all about. All right, my friends, have a great and glorious day. Don't ever change and mean that sincerely. See you tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Tat-tat.